Wow, what is up, guys? It has been a minute, and I am so sorry that I have not been posting. Life has been absolutely chaotic. But I wanted to come on here, and I wanted to make a fun new video. And it's completely different, but as you know, I talk on the channel quite a bit about how I'm, cook. That's one of my main jobs. I'm a chef. And lately I hosted a party for some friends, COVID safe. And we got caviar, and, I did some caviar accoutrements for them and stuff like that. And so many people were blown away just by like the complexity of serving something like caviar. And in reality, it's not that complex. So I wanted to make a cool little video talking to you guys. Maybe you're finding this because you're on our channel already and you're part of the wolf pack, which is cool. Hope you hit that subscribe button, smash those notifications so you know when we're posting, even though we haven't been posting that much. Or maybe you're finding this because you're searching how to serve caviar, and that is what we are going to talk about. This is the gentleman in question today, caviar. Caviar is the gold of the sea. Liquid, delicious, not liquid. It's delicious little pearls of joy for everyone who wants the ultimate seafood indulgence. This is actually a cheaper caviar. This is Siberian caviar, and this little bin's about $100. Osetra, Russian caviar, all that stuff goes way through the roof. But, so, the first part of this video is, quick thing is, how to store it. Because in this jar, if you're careful, it can last a month. And, unopened. Once it's open, you have about a 2 to 3 day shelf life with it, which I just opened this one up. So anyways, how to store it. The way I do it at restaurants, the way I do it at home, and the way I highly recommend is some of these fancy deli containers. Fill it with crushed ice and plop the container of caviar in there and keep it in the coldest part of your fridge. Caviar is totally safe and will not freeze until it goes below 28 degrees. So you are completely fine to keep it on ice long term. Keep consistently changing out the ice to make sure it's fresh ice. And like that, it'll stay for a month. That's honestly the simplest, best way to do it. You can keep it in the fridge just like this, but if the temperature fluctuates in caviar too much, it does change the flavor. Caviar is very sensitive. That's why, like, when you serve it, you're not supposed to use metallic silverware or metal silverware at all, because it can actually change the taste, which is something I want to get into talking about. Caviar, if you taste it by itself, it's intensely fishy, and I mean intensely fishy. Unless you really, really like seafood, it's honestly almost unbearable. The brininess, I love seafood. I love sushi. I love it. And it's not the most pleasant thing in the world. And there's going to be some caviar diehards that probably might watch this video who are going to tear me apart. But caviar in its own right, out of a tin, not for me. And unless you really, really, really like fish, probably not going to be for you either. However, the notes are so easily influenced by other things. One of my absolute favorite ways to eat it, honestly, is just on a crisp toast point with just a little touch of egg yolk. And I like doing it with a soft-boiled egg. So I'll take the soft-boiled egg and I'll carefully peel off the white so you're left with just a yolk. Put the yolk on the middle of like 3 toast points. Pop the yolk with some caviar on top. And the texture of the yolk and the buttery notes that you get from caviar, it's like, honestly, the best way to describe it is the most buttery, delicious bagel with lox you've ever had in your life. Like, that little aroma of fish, the buttery notes, it's phenomenal. Another popular way of serving it is with bellinis and creme fraiche or sour cream, depending on, which one you prefer, which one you can find. Bellinis are like little tiny, like, pancake type things. Very good way to serve it. Very classical, very good. Other accoutrements would include like diced shallots or minced shallots. If you're going to do something like shallots, make sure they're chopped super, super, super fine. You don't want really bitter onions in your thing. And hard-boiled egg yolk. A lot of people use quail eggs when they're doing caviar because, the pretentiousness, blah, blah, blah. If you want to, it's nice. If you're not a chef, quail eggs are kind of a pain to find and even more of a pain to handle. So I'd just stick with regular eggs. Speaking of eggs, another way to do it is making deviled eggs, which everyone should know how to make deviled eggs. If you don't, go online, find a great recipe. Make some basic deviled eggs and top them with the little caviar. And if you're feeling extra special, touch of smoked salmon and the caviar on top of the smoked salmon. Absolutely delicious. The whole point behind this is I'm telling you, caviar, as expensive as it is, in my opinion, and again, people are going to chew me out, in my opinion, caviar should never be the star of a dish. It is there to influence the dish and just elevate it to new extremes. And again, I know I'm going to get a lot of people talking crap about me for saying, well, this is a luxury ingredient. You're not using it to this full, blah, 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 blah. No, I am using it to its fullest extent, just like saffron. When you put saffron on paella, do you care about the paella, the saffron, or do you care about the paella? You use saffron to elevate that paella. I use caviar to elevate my seafood dishes. I use caviar to elevate my deviled eggs. It's a wonderful, 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 I'm going to use this word, and no one's going to like it. It's a wonderful condiment. Sorry, guys. Sorry, caviar diehards. It's a delicious, delicious condiment that, if used right, can make dishes absolutely unforgettable. And if used wrong, it is extremely unpleasant. And when you're spending the kind of money you're spending on caviar, you want to do it smart. So, that's my little video about caviar. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm happy that I finally got to post after so long. If you guys like this type of video where it's like sort of an ingredient review, and you want to see more kitchen-related stuff, let me know. I'd be happy to do that. Maybe I can even talk, some employees or talk some people into going into the kitchen with me. I can show you how a restaurant works. I can show you a bunch of cool stuff. Maybe it's something we can do. I do want to know what you guys see, and I do want to know what you guys want to see. And I do want to get back into posting regularly. Again, good seeing you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit the notification bell so you can see when we do post. And if you're not already subscribed, you need to join the Wolf Pack because we are a growing family. And if you are part of the Wolf Pack, that means you are an alpha. You make your own choices. You are living your best life, and you are freaking awesome. I will see you guys on the next one.